First time on the channel, I think, that I'm driving something other than a Kenworth W900. So here is the truck I'm driving. It's a Volvo. Nothing too fancy. And where am I? I don't remember where I am. Phoenix, Arizona. That's my home base. I'm going to go and pick up a job, and I believe this one's going to have us crossing through Albuquerque, New Mexico, into Texas, and we're going to go all the way to, I believe, Arkansas, aka Arkansas. Obviously, that's not how you pronunciate that, but being a French Canadian, I think I would do you Americans proud by how I said that. Actually, I could probably just do this or obviously use my mouse. Nobody's coming. I am on half traffic. Not really using any mods, unless you want to consider... Oh, this is weird with that big mirror there. Just looking at me. Look at that thing. Definitely sounds a lot different for obvious reasons. Not the same truck, but I'm not used to that. It feels really loud, but that could just be because I cranked the sound up. And naturally, if I also adjusted my seat, something that I'd never really done before. I am playing at 1440p, upscaled 400%. It says 59. For some reason, I can't get it to 60 unless I crank it up to like 65 FPS. But whatever, it's fairly smooth. Once in a while, I can still get a bit of a, a drop in frames, but not enough to notice it. And the reason for that will just be because of all the extra ultra settings that I have on. And that's where, again, I'll burn the red light. Who cares? Why care? Not who cares. Somebody will care. But yeah, I like that little phone there right above my camera's reversed. Over there. Kind of neat. I really like how when I turn to the left, I can clearly see the mirrors there. I wish I could remove them because I actually have the small mirrors on the hood, which I normally don't do. And I also played around with the height of the steering wheel and all that because, truth be told, I almost forgot that you could do that. So with a little bit of an F4 here, if I go and hit 1, I kind of forgot that you could do this. You can even like tilt your head. So I have it so I'm looking down a bit more so I could see more of the dash. But I have it so that my seat isn't too low. It's higher so I can see the road better, but I'm still looking down because I don't need to be looking up inside the truck. I want to see more of my dash to get that nice field of view. I sat the seat back a smidgen. I brought the steering wheel up, and I left the steering wheel leveled, not too high. And yeah, just wanted to share that that's something I don't normally do or play with. And then same with the lights. I did front auxiliary, roof auxiliary. I'm not going to lie, don't know what that is. I got the dashboard lights cranked up. It's normally about like 75-80% of the way. And that even helps with my route advisory there. So that's kind of cool. So I wanted to share that with you. So new truck, new, whatever you want to call it, new setup. Yeah, so I don't need to be looking up there. But I don't want to be down here either. Because that's a little bit too weird. I don't know if I need to turn left here. I think I do. I do. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, and I'm not ashamed to say this. When you go, because I don't know anything about this stuff. Oh, how about, let me just get the job, or the truck first. And then we'll worry about what I was going to say. Gonna go here. Yeah, that one. Right? Going through southern New Mexico. We're gonna go through the northern part of Texas. We're gonna miss Oklahoma and go right into Arkansas. I like this area right here. Like this. Like if I could live somewhere in the States as a Canadian and pick a spot, one of the spots that I would like to be is in Oklahoma. Just to say that I'm in Oklahoma. Well, maybe. in Oklahoma, but be like right here. Right there. Because then Kansas, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, like it's hello. It's amazing. So that is the job that I am going to take, and I think I've already forgotten what it is I wanted to say, which is okay. I guess it wasn't that important anyways, as the expression goes. Oh, I do remember, but again, I feel like I should skip this part. Is it F3? It is F3. Okay, so my trailer... Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. I mean, it's blocking a little bit of my view. It's in and to the right. Okay. That's what she said. So when you buy a truck from the store... I'm not ashamed to tell you this. You get this thing that says like 72 inches, or not inches, but like the inch symbol. I think that's to signify that it can handle a 72-foot truck. Yeah, let me just show you what I mean, because I'm not even sure that I know what I mean. If I'm here, no. If I'm... Come on now. Let's say I go to... By the way, I moved my microphone a bit, not that you're going to care, so that it's not like right in front of me and I bump it into my steering wheel. Let's say I wanted to go here and go to truck dealers. Pick any. Doesn't even matter. And I go to buy online. Of course, now it's not showing it to me. Sometimes there'll be like a number here. It'll say like something 72. For some reason, let me do the Kenworth, maybe. Yeah, see, like this. Perfect example. That there tells me, well, there's no way it's 72 inches. That would, right? That's got to be 72 feet. But that can't be 72 feet. So is what that's saying? See the cabin 70 or maybe. Oh, the cabin. Maybe it's the cabin that's I say only. Like deep from... So does that mean it's 72 inches? Hey, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not pretending to be, oh yeah, look at me, I know everything. I don't really know what the hell that means, okay? So I may have just answered my own question. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, see, like in real life. I'm sticking my head out the window, apparently. The new truck, I'm not used to it. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So in my defense, the reason why I smashed into it is actually pretty simple. I changed it to simple gearing so that I can just hit the brake to back up, because every time I turn the wheel, I always get confused which direction is to reverse. And it was driving me absolutely insane. Okay, now I feel like I got to get my bearings here. How the hell do I get out of here? The same way I came in, probably. See, maybe this is why I shouldn't be trusted with this kind of equipment. Yeah, I will bring this back just for now. Now when I turn left, it looks beautiful because I can totally see if I'm going to clip into something. Plus, I've got the small mirror in the front. And then I still have the mirror to the right. But yeah, this is nice, having a truck that's not as long. Still gets the job done. Even the clicker sound is different. Looking at that right mirror, even though it's small. Yeah, I could still tell by the bottom right mirror right above my head that I am I am okay. I want to show you something funny. See how I'm turning? See the ladder that's there on the trailer? Right at the left of the screen? In my mirror, really quick, because I'm distracted, I actually thought that was a post that I was going to run over. And I didn't realize it until the very end that it was not that. I'm just... You know what I mean? Cup of coffee helps if I pay attention to where I'm going, or I would ended up in that fence. Now, the dash is in miles, which is cool. 40 miles, yeah. About 64, 65 kilometers an hour. I like the kilometers, to be honest. But, I mean, this is American Truck Simulator. Sometimes I am tempted just to have the miles per hour for the sake of whatever. But it's because in my brain, I prefer kilometers because that's what I know. I don't know how I like that mirror so close to me on the left. I don't know how I feel about that. And I know you can move mirrors, but anyways. I thought I would do a job, like I said, with this. Oh, and how I've been doing stuff too. I actually kind of want to share this with you in case you give a rat's ass. If I go to company and I go to truck manager, for an example, what I've been doing is all my spare trucks, I've been hiring people. Tell the type of people. Oh, that means that I like that truck. That means I don't want to drive that truck, so I hired somebody for that one. That's the one that I'm currently in. Didn't hire someone for these ones for reason. Hired her. That's my main truck that I've cranked a lot of mileage on. Hired somebody there. Did not hire somebody there because I actually kind of like that truck. And so I've been starting to slowly do that thing. Whereby that's a cool truck, and I hired him because he's like my best driver. He's got a star rating of 4.2. So what I've been doing lately is something kind of funny, where I'll look at a truck, right? Any truck, it doesn't matter. Let's say this one, and I'll just go to upgrade, and then I'll just click on the steering wheel, and it throws me in the cockpit here, and I'm able to look at, you know, the truck and be like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. I like the looks of it. The dash, not too bored. There's the navigator, okay. Oh, that big ugly thing in the way, well, whatever. Mirrors all the way there. It's not like quite in my face. I like that. So I've been doing a lot of that lately. And then I'll do the same with some other trucks. Some trucks I've been driving, they have the tinted part at the top of the windshield, and I don't like that. It just completely throws me off. So I've been like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. So some trucks, I've just been, like I said, doing that. And some trucks won't even allow me to change the steering wheel to the chain. So I'm like, well, let me pick a different steering wheel. And but anyways, I've been looking at different interiors. Do I see a little bit of the hood? I kind of like that. Is the mirror just there, like in my face? So funny enough, the W900, even though it technically has the least amount of visible room, there used to be a chart that you could see. In terms of like how much viewable space you see. For me, the Kenworth was the best because you could see a bit of the hood, the bull horns. There's no tinted window at the top. It's fairly straight. It's nice. It's just very, nice. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. You can see the big air filter there right here to the left. And when you're driving, you can just kind of, take a little peek, and the mirror's just kind of off to the side, not in the way. Even the trim here, like the door, it's not like too thick or weird. Some other trucks are really bad. I just want to show you one of the ones that I don't like, and I don't know if I'm able to remember which one it was. Yeah, it might be this one. This one just looks kind of awkward. I can't quite place my you're just whoa, and then when you zoom out or when you try to sit back in the seat, I know it feels a little bit off. So it can actually be quite a different experience driving a different truck. So now what I've resorted to doing, like I said, is whoops. Yeah, I can't just use the brake for a brake because it'll end up putting me in reverse. I might have to get rid of that or use the parking brake. So now the thing is going to be experimenting with different trucks, and any truck that's got tinted windows at the top, and it just throws me off and I don't like it, plain and simple, then guess what? I'm going to hire a driver. Simple as that. That way when I look, I'll never wonder which are the trucks that I like and don't like, and trying to remember taking pictures with my iPhone. Really like that the dash here shows me stuff. The temperature, the time, what gear I'm technically in. Whereas with W900, you have an LCD screen about the same size as that yellow one, but you actually don't really see much. And I don't like that. I don't think you can change it. This one you see... Anyways. I'm always going to nitpick at a few things, but I'm finding out what top 3 or 4 trucks I like, and that's that. So even though this has a decent view, because it's got a big mirror there, and I wish it was just a little wee bit more out, like a out. I still like the truck. I'm just being picky. I believe we are allowed to turn right on a red in the good old US of A. I mean, truth be told, I can always add that mirror at the top right. Even though it's... yeah. That's one of the mods I have where it puts it flush right in the corner. Seems to be handling the load pretty good. So this is going to be a long-ass trip. 22-hour drive. Like, in-game, that is. I'm totally not going to be doing this in... Oh, there we go. I thought something went wrong with my mirror there. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this in one shot. Just too long. But I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. Like I said, already this year, I may have already matched in the first month what I normally would have recorded in an entire year. I don't know. That's because I was getting a little bit lazy, like I said, with the pulling the steering wheel from the side, clamping it on the desk. Really a stupid excuse. Whoa, buddy, I'm already doing... I'm gonna bury that needle. I'm doing... Oh yeah, I guess it's 75 miles an hour. Another thing I complain about, one of my top pet peeves, is that 75 mile an hour speed limit. When you put the speed limiter on, you lose like 10 miles an hour. It won't actually go right to the end of what you're allowed. And that bugs me. Again, one of my absolute favorite games in the world. You know what I am actually going to do really quick? I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to do my thumbnail in just a moment. Because I am trying to do the whole, like, take a screenshot, right? So give me one moment here. Took my screenshot, didn't take that long. Actually chose to have a different weather. How you can change throughout the different weather and all that. And then from there, I was able to, you know, pick the time, good lighting with the clouds. Because if it's like too dark and too rainy, it can be a little bit like, who's going to take a screenshot like that? I mean, whoops. Apparently I will. But what ends up happening is it's too dark when it's on YouTube, so I try to have like daytime stuff. Anyhow, so right back into it. I'm already, I can't believe it. I feel like I just hit the road a couple of minutes ago. I'm already 20 minutes in. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can fix that side mirror or remove it. I don't think you can. You can turn it, but not actually move it. Look how fast I'm going. Look at the needle buried that needle past 80 miles an hour. I am now doing 90 miles an hour. We have no traffic violations, so it doesn't matter. It looks like I'm capped out at about 142 kilometers. I thought that truck was gonna hit me, I'm not gonna lie. This is how you roll, boys. Then you drive the truck like it's a NASCAR, getting the inside lane when you're turning, when you're going this fast. No, it's not realistic to do that, honestly. And it kind of makes it a little bit too crazy as well. I find, like, for a little bit if I'm in a rush, sure, but normally I try to stick to roughly 70 miles an hour. Which is a semi-realistic speed, I suppose. Not too sure how fast truckers normally go on the highway. I mean, I've seen them here in Canada. But yeah, this seems to be like a decent little truck. Normally, I would stay in my lane much better than this. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm really starting to put more time into this game. Definitely a real treat. I really like my Logitech G29 wheel. I was thinking of slowly upgrading, perhaps, like sometime in 2025. The issue with that, if you want to call it an issue, is that I just love this wheel so much. I just can't see how another wheel would make the experience that much better. I know that it would, but for the money, Fanatec, I know you get some starter kits around like 400-ish US dollars, 350 US, but I don't really like the wheel that it comes with, or... It's not a bad wheel. I just, for the money, I'd rather get a nicer wheel, what I deem as a nicer wheel. And the one that I saw, and then you needed the motor, and if I want a PlayStation compatible and not just Xbox compatible. So if I'm going to be spending a lot of money, I want to be able to use it on my PlayStation if I so wanted to. So then with the motor, the podium, all this weird stuff, the hub for the wheel with the buttons, I don't know what that was. It was like freaking almost $2,000 Canadian, like 1,300 US. I was like, 1,400 US. I was like, I just don't think I'm ready to spend that kind of money. Just seemed a little bit too much for me. And then a Thrustmaster, it depends. I'm a little bit picky with the steering wheel. So then I was like, what if I just found a way to rip the steering wheel off of this Logitech G29 and put an adapter so that I could put another nicer steering wheel? Because I have no problems with the way that, you know, the whole thing feels. I'm not bothered by it whatsoever. That's why I'm hesitant to upgrade. I'm not saying like a direct drive or what, direct contact. No, DD, direct drive. Yeah, where it doesn't use belts or anything and it's like a more realistic force feedback and turning. I'm not saying I wouldn't feel it, but I've had this steering wheel for, oh, I don't know, 4 years, maybe longer, and I've just never had an issue with it. I've had an issue with the Logitech G Hub app for a long time, but we won't get into that shit today. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, I'm just following traffic here at 80 miles an hour. we're looking good while doing it, too. Gorgeous. Gotta make sure I don't drive off the road just trying to peek. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm starting to get excited now with the need for speed, even though that's not something you should be doing. However, I'm driving at a speed that I've seen actual truckers do, so at least I'm not ending up like whatever the hell happened over there. Some police looking for the speeders. What sucks is they don't chase you if you do speed and you have traffic violations on. However, I do understand this is not Need for Speed, and the infrastructure that would be required to make that possible would probably be way too complicated. Anyhow, I think that will be it for me as we are pushing on a half hour. A little bit too much. Too much watching me play this game. So as always, I bid thee farewell. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does really help support that channel with the algorithm and try to make me a little bit more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up online. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I will bend it in half. I will twist it. I'll break it off in your ass. If you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be bloody fantastic. But if not, which one's my truck? This one. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Oh, this could be nice. Take care, and maybe I shall see some of you in the next one. So I find once you start adding clouds and stuff like that, it adds a lot, in my humble opinion. Anyways, until next time, bye for now.